Welcome to my new series. Let's talk about blank. Starting something small and alone. Yeah. So what's the small part? The small part is being one tiny little human, little dingling being. Me. I'm one human being. So starting something alone and small. The alone part really kicks in when you're in the leadership role. It's just like no one's gonna understand what it takes to do what you do. And more than that, it's not really any of their business. If they want to listen, that's amazing, but most people don't. Most people can appreciate what you're doing, but a lot of people, or let me say it this way, it was really hard for other people to work with me, because it was like, if you weren't, I was like a bulldozer. You were either going to get with the program or I was going to bulldoze right past you. And I'm still trying to temper that to this day. Mostly by self-policing myself. So I think when you're the type of person who's down to start something alone and small, you're also the type of person to have this bulldozer in you. You're like, I want to do this. If you're going to get in my way, I'm going to plow through you, find a way, move through you. You're not going to stop me. I'm going to run you over if you get in my way. Whew. That was me a little bit back then, and more or less so now. But back then I was like, no, I didn't give a fuck. Like, you know, if you wanted to be in the company, you wanted to do whatever, this, that, like, I would invest everything that I could, and you were the homie and I'm there for you. But the minute you can't show up, the minute you're not getting with the program, I'd be like, broom, it's moving without you. And I think that definitely rubs people the wrong way, because people are not disposable like that, and they need to be treated with that kind of respect where they're not disposable. But I was just like, get in or get out. I've got shit to do. And that was my priority, was the output and not so much the process of, you know, like, if it's going to be a transformative experience for everybody involved, whether it's the audience, the participants, the actors, and for me to grow, transformation being, you know, the basic denominator for growth. The thing is, being small is really not even, it ain't no thing, because what you're actually looking for is other people that are interested in what you're doing. And so it doesn't really even matter like how small you feel. The fact of the matter is, like, if you're into something, you keep putting it out there, people who are also looking for that will gravitate towards it. Obviously, if you have a bunch of friends and a huge social network, you cast a wider net. But even then, it's like, say you have, you know, a lot of friends who have zero overlapping interests, it's like, then what does it even matter? But say you have like a smaller social network, but, you know, more of them are on your vibe with what you're looking to create and invite people to, then your yield is still way better or the same, you know? The hardest part then is feeling small, but putting it out there as if, because it is, as if it's worth putting out there. You do need to convince yourself that it's worth drawing people's attention to. I promise you, they're out there. The world is such a big place. You just have to put it out there. How fucking lonely it is, because no one cares about it the way you do. And that doesn't mean people don't care about it as much as you do. I'm just saying people don't care about it in the same way that you do. And there's a difference. Here's why. It's because what you get out of whatever you're starting that's like just for you. You know what I mean? Like all the people who are about to be contributing, be participating, be a part of it, they're gonna get their own thing out of it as just the same way you're gonna get your own thing out of it. The fact that you're organizing it means you're in one side of it, and then the other side is the people who are joining it. And I think as the leader, you do have to prioritize the people who joined over yourself. And if you can't do that, I don't think that you're going to find a happy ending. Because it's not a happy ending for the one who is in charge to, you know, walk away with a big grin on their face, and then everybody else who joined walking away feeling like incomplete or empty, or, you know what I mean? Like, that's, just think about it. That's fucking whack.
Sorry, am I making a lot of noise?
No, you're good. So there's definitely like that ingredient of self-effacement that I think is like really vital to embracing the rewards of starting something small and alone. I think it has nothing to do with how small you are. I think it has everything to do with how willing you are to talk about, publicize, whatever it is you're trying to start. And then alone. There's some element of aloneness that at this point I think is just part of it. I am 24, 25. Do I still feel small? Yes. The world is fucking 8 billion people. We have Kylie Jenner, who has hundreds of millions of followers. We have people that have huge internet presences, and then we also have people who have huge real life presences, and I'm not shit. I, wipe my ass, go to the store, eat, sleep, make little videos. Like, who fucking cares? It's really not about how many people you're reaching or how big you feel. It's about what you're doing. It's about what you're doing. If you can have fun for doing things for 30 people, like, then you're doing great, sweetie. What more could you ask for, honestly? To be doing something that you enjoy. I've spent 2 decades just looking for something that I would enjoy. There's people who are still looking for the thing that makes them tick, because it's hard. It's hard in today's world to, like, find your true voice in the thing that you like to do, because money and what's popular, what is everyone else doing, like, those are really loud influences. They're so fucking loud. They make it so hard for you to be in touch with, like, maybe the weird obscure thing that you really like. So if you have something that you really like, that's such a blessing. And I hope you honor it. And I hope the fact that it's doing something for one person, who is you, becomes enough for you so that you don't lose the joy of the thing that you're doing. And you don't need people to understand 100% of every fiber of your being. You just don't. And if you're after that, you'll be very disappointed. You'll become very obsessive and paranoid, as I have been in the past. And you have to kind of allow people to misunderstand you. And that's really crazy. But 1, it's their prerogative. And 2, it's a way for you to respect the diversity in this universe and all the realities. And then it's like, yo, if they're misunderstanding you, like, what the fuck are they gonna do about it? What are they gonna do about it? They're gonna, like, I'm trying to think of what they could do to you. Yeah, no, I can't think of it. Say you're being authentic and being yourself. If someone misunderstands that, like, It's kind of like their reality television has taken on a story of its own, but you're not watching that channel. So why are we looking over at their TV screen? You know what I'm saying? Let me...
No, it's not random.
So this was episode 1 of Let's Talk About, and yeah, maybe the next topic will be... Okay, bye.